One of the biggest changes to Diamond Dynasty and MLB the Show 22 is the new featured program and how that operates and changes things in Diamond Dynasty. As a no money spent player, as a money spent player, if you're grinding your team, you'll want to get through this feature program. You'll want to be able to get through it quickly and in a timely manner. So today, I'm going to break down how I've been getting through this feature program and some tips and tricks I think that will make you a ton of XP super fast. You're going to be flying through this face of the franchise featured program. First off, out the gate, we hop in here. We can see all of our main ways to obtain XP, and we can see our reward path here. We're at 115K already. I'm just 5K away from getting the AL West pack. I'll obtain that pretty quickly. Hop on over to the NL West pack pretty quickly as well. And I'll have two of my first face of the franchise cards, 90 overalls, to be able to add to my team as a no money spent player. Man, those guys are going to be huge for my squad. So what I've been doing, first off, of course, we want to do our daily moment. That's a free 1,000 XP. Get that done. We have our gameplay XP as well. We have our featured program moments. Haven't gone through and finished all these, but if by finishing all these, you do get 15,000 XP in total, not a bad little way to come in and gain some quick XP. Same with our legend and flashback missions as well. One thing you're going to want to do with your legend flashback missions is be efficient with these. Of course, we're going to get these legends and flashbacks, or it is these gold players here that we're getting in these packs free within this program. We want to get player XP with these cards. So what I've been doing, you can see here, I'll take a look at my lineup real quick. Like you can see, I'm coming in. I have my lineup set up with a lot of these guys. I'm going through, I'm playing Conquest. I'm knocking out that player XP. And in return, I'm getting that small little XP bonus in the featured program, and that goes a long way for me. Another 15K XP here, so 30K between our moments and our flashbacks and missions. That definitely adds up over time and something you're going to want to focus on. We want to be efficient with what we do. That being said, I do have a couple tricks up my sleeve to be making some stubs as well. We have a couple sneaky methods I haven't seen many people talking about. Definitely stick around to the end of the video as we will wrap up with that method there. Of course, we have our collection as well. Finish your starter mission and get that Babe Ruth and knock out another 10,000 XP. Easy money out the gate right there. Our exchanges, do not recommend doing this at all. 150,000 exchange points of live series players is going to cost you quite a bit. It's not worth the 10,000 XP. Wait until they add in some new exchanges, possibly some new collections there before we go ahead and kind of look at those. Face of the franchise, 15,000 XP. Knock that one out. You're facing a manual Class A in the final showdown. Load up with lefties. Get through that showdown. Get your 15,000 XP. Those are kind of the really easy, straightforward methods. We're going to start with those. We're going to knock those out. And then we're going to come in and change our focus and really shift to getting the grind on as we move through these. So one of the things we want to be doing as well, I'm gonna come in real quick. Our single player modes mini seasons has a ton of XP rewards. We can see 5,000 XP, another 4, another 4. So we're at 13,000 XP just between these three missions. Added another 1,500, another 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 4,000, 3,000. We're talking thousands and thousands of subs worth of XP through mini seasons. So it is quite a few games, 3 inning games that we're getting here in this mini seasons, but definitely worthwhile to come in and knock out your mini seasons program. Not to mention, you load your lineup with some of those gold players from the legends and flashbacks missions. You knock out all those missions, you're going to get another additional 15K XP on top of all of this as well that you're going to get from winning. Not to mention, you're getting stubs and packs as well as we go through this too. So tons of value here in mini seasons. Definitely seems like a really effective way to come in and obtain some XP for that face of the franchise program, especially as we don't have too many in-game XP rewards so far. But I definitely expect us to get more as the weeks go on and we get closer to the end of the program. But we're trying to get it done as quickly as possible. At the end of the day, though, we got to work smarter, not harder. So come in, knock out mini seasons, do conquests with those gold legends and flashbacks players. We're going to be way more efficient with our time spent. Another great place to be here for XP is our events. We can see 2,500 here, 2,500 there. We can load in with our gold legend flashback players as well to get those two birds with one stone. In total, we got 2,500, 5,000, 7,500, 10K, 1,250, 15K, 17,500 subs plus another 5 on top of that gives us 22,500 XP, I should say, for getting through here. Obviously 50 wins, that's going to be tough. You're unlikely to get that. But even just getting here to the Nolan Ryan, not only are we helping out our squad, nobody spent wise, but we're getting that XP as well. That is going to be valuable. It's going to add up over time to help us get through this program very, very fast. Same can be said here with the BR program. We have a ton of 2,500 XP drops here as we go through the program. Lots of XP. I think we're close upwards of 30,000 XP within this battle royale program. Tons and tons of XP that we can earn there. So between our events, between our BR program, and between our mini seasons, if we're being efficient with our time, we are racking up a ton of XP towards that face of the franchise program. Before we know it, we're going to be coming in here. We're going to be getting to our choice specs. We're going to be filling out our squad with these face of the franchise players and making a ton of stubs in the process, working towards collections, things of that nature. Now, all that being said, those are kind of the straightforward methods. We want to do conquests. We want to do events. We want to be efficient with how we're doing those. Knockout mini seasons, the BR program. We're going to gain a ton of XP while doing all of those, focusing on when they add new missions, collections, exchanges, etc. But another method, if you want to utilize another method, honestly, maybe one of the quickest methods to get XP in MLB the Show 22, we're going to look at some ball player programs. So we're here at my ball player. I'm on to my archetype. This is the power archetype. Every single archetype in the game is going to have its own unique ball player reward path. I've gotten through the bronze one as well, so I'm already on to the silver one here. And you can see we have some XP drops as we are getting through this. 1,750 XP littered throughout the entire program. And not to mention, if you played MLB the Show 21, you may have remembered this glitch. When you get the stub reward, so at this 350 stubs, I'm going to get an additional 1,750 XP. So when I complete this program in total, I'm going to get 18,750 XP. Not to mention, I'm going to make quite a bit of stubs on top of that. And the missions, you come in here, 20 plate appearances is going to give us 3. 25 putouts, assist. I don't play any defense at all in Road to the Show, so I don't obtain those. 12 hits, that's repeatable for another 3. 5 extra base hits for another 3. 5 stolen bases for 3, and 3 extra base hits is going to give us 10. It's not going to take us very long to get 12 hits and 5 extra base hits in the Road to the Show ball player programs. We're going to be flying through these. Honestly, an hour, maybe 2 hours, and you can get through an entire program and gain 18,750 XP. Plus, this is just the silver tier. Once you get up to the diamond tier, into those diamond archetypes, you're going to be getting closer to 30 to 40,000 XP through those diamond archetypes. Not to mention, on top of all that, we're making so many stubs between the perks, between the equipment, between all those things. We can make a ton of stubs and XP through our ball player program. Super easy to do it as well. I already have my ball player here. I'm on to the silver one. If I wanted to change it, I could put it back onto the bronze one as well. Each of these silver ones within this ball player are going to be the same reward path. The only difference is reward path is when you create a new ball player, they are going to have different archetypes if you choose one. So you can see I have a starting pitcher here. This is my velocity starting pitcher that I'm working through right now. I've played 2 games and I'm already a fourth of the way through this bronze program. Goes very quickly, and of course I'm not even at these 2 as well. These are going to be 20 each. I'm gonna be halfway through the program in absolutely no time. But that is the velocity pitcher. If I come in here, I change it here, create or change ball player. We'll come in here. This is my break one. We get to restart the entire program as well with those same XP rewards littered throughout the programs. If you want to do it as a pitcher, I would recommend coming in here and picking a really quick windup. I'll come in here, change my ball player back to my pitcher that I've been using. Go to my appearance, my motions, animations. I'm using Nick Anderson right now. He pitches it very quickly. I just use classic pitching as well. Spam fastballs up and in, some off speed zone away. We'll get a strikeout just about every time. My pitcher's actually back-to-back no-hitters right now because you can play on beginner as well, as the Road to the Show method is only statistical based. What difficulty you play on does not matter in the slightest. You can see here, this is my ball player. I can load it in here, see what I'm working with here. You can go to my settings here. I am currently playing on beginner for pitching. So I basically get a strikeout every time. I hardly ever give up a hit. I pitch 9 innings. It goes very quickly because I'm just using classic pitching. So it's just a 1 button press, boom, boom, boom. It is a bit of a mindless grind, but you can throw on a stream in the background, maybe some Netflix, maybe something. If you have 10 to 15 minutes here and there, you can bust out a game or two. It's taking me about 5 to 10 minutes to do a game. So if you only have 10 to 15 minutes, you can do 2 games and make a decent amount of progress through these programs to obtain that XP. As well, none of this has to do with the XP cap either. All of it is additional earned XP, and you're getting your in-game XP too. Some of these games I've earned upward of 1,000 to 2,000 XP from the in-game XP, and then I hit the 1,700, the 1,500, the 2,500 XP bonus. So I'm getting 4,000 to 5,000 XP per Road to the Show game played with a pitcher. Closer about that 1,800 XP on the high end for my position player, ball players as well. Really, really great. Where one thing you do want to do is you want to come in here. Personally, I like to turn the fielder lock opportunities off, skip the next appearance. Showtime opportunities can be on. All of these can be on as well, but I do like turning those off. And then base running opportunities, I do none of those as well. If you want to speed it up maybe a little bit or utilize some of those other missions, you can do that, but you don't need to steal the bases, do the assists, do the putouts. Don't need to do all of those. Now, we also come in here in presentation. Make sure fast play is on and pitch selection camera frequency is rarely. That is going to make sure you are flying through the game as quickly as possible. Again, I've gotten it down to around 5 to 10 minutes. I can get the Road to the Show pitching game in. And in doing so, at least in the bronze tier, I'm going to be about 4 to 5 games total to get through that bronze tier and gain a solid chunk of XP. So that is going to be, I think, the best method to make XP right now through these ball player programs, because again, we're also being efficient and making stubs in the process. Again, now this is probably something I would have focused on after I do some of these other things. Make sure you do your missions, your showdown, your collections, your things of that nature through the featured programs with whatever else they add into that. But as soon as they kind of finish those up, you're kind of left with nothing to do. Definitely recommend doing ball player. A bit of a monotonous grind, but definitely something that is very, very rewarding. Again, here in MLB the Show 22, just like it was in MLB the Show 21. If you'd like me to go into more detail on the ball player grind and the methods that I'm using, I think we can definitely make it a bit of a more efficient process. I'm still kind of experimenting with that. Y'all want to see a video on that? Let me know down in the comment section below. Y'all enjoyed this video, though. Let me know who your favorite face of the franchise card is in MLB 22 and who you're going to be going after first, who you hoping to pull out of those random packs. And let me know how many XP you're at right now at the time of you watching this video. As always, you enjoyed it, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll catch y'all around.